Okay, just doing a fast setup. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Ileg Technology Screens. And in our demonstrations, we require dark environments or expensive projectors. Speaking of projector, I knew I forgot something. I forgot the projector. Got something. Got the projector. Okay. With that, ain't bad. Same projector we like to use is my Epson Powerlite S6. Doing a demonstration for a company. So show how easy it is to do a setup for our technology. No expensive projectors, no calibrating, none of that stuff. Requiring how hard would it be to set everything up? What projectors would be required? Let's just put everything together. No expensive projectors. Projector cost me $16.25 off eBay. 720p. SVGA at 600 by 800 res. It has no HDMI port, so we're using an adapter for that. Hopefully we remember that too. Fire stick. Yep, adapter. So this is all we're using to set up for HDMI. So adapter here. That's it. And our projector at the bottom does not come with any of the HDMI ports because it's that old. But that's all we need. Nothing expensive. Basic adapter. That's it. Unlike your white screens where you can't read and you have to be in the dark, this technology doesn't require any of that at all. Let's get that hooked up. We're going to be using Amazon Fire Stick. Of course, your projectors are more updated than mine, so you can plug this here. We don't have that here, so we can use this. I prefer older projectors because older projectors, if we can get these units to work, we can get anything to run. After that, it saves my customers a lot of money. Oh, we don't have the adapter for this, so we pulled this out anyway. All right, didn't need all this extra cord here. Put that in the corner, all right? Our Our projector sits in eco mode under factory settings. We have to burn it high. It's not required. Okay. And my screen is well, actually it was a 40-inch. Now that we coated it, it's actually 2 inches on each side, so that'd be about 4, bottom 5, that's 8, so we have 48 inches now, because we're able to expand our screen size. On too. I'll bring our screen back some. This is our portable screen we use in demonstrations. So, whole setup, $40 for the screen, $16 for the projector if you choose to go with this model. Probably chances are you'll probably go something much more advanced than what I'm using. YouTube. Let's try her again. YouTube.
Here's YouTube.
What's the point of saying you're getting YouTube when you're not getting YouTube? Our black levels are at 100%. Our projector doesn't have a high contrast capability. It's not required because the screens are black. And let's see. This is my cat's Fire Stick, so he watches cartoons all day. Dude likes to snuggle off. I'm gonna sit down.
Spark something beautiful. Kate Spade.
Now this screen's a manual pull-up, which means we painted over this. There's no cracking, no peeling, nothing at all whatsoever. We've done dozens and dozens and hundreds of motorized projection screens, anything from down to tabbies, which are actually the tension screens, to the regular screens, which you can see it has little curls on the edge with those right there. So we painted quite a few motorized projection screens and doing customizations also too. So we know exactly the threshold on these particular screens. This is manual, so we pull this up and down. No cracking and peeling, one coat application, dries in no time at all. Ultra short throw compatible, fully can be used outside. We have the most demonstrations outside. On outside demonstrations, technology is designed to do everything. And I can sit here in the conference room, in the office, which we've seen a lot of offices, white screens and projectors that just don't read. This technology has no problem. .4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Of course, there's no calibration. It's not required. See, the menu looks just like a TV, as it's designed to do. Picture perfect. So that means my customers, at the end of the day, my customers' demonstrations have been displayed. Their demonstrations are so amazing that they look better than those who actually sell the product itself. My customers can go outside. They don't require high-end projectors. They don't calibrate. None of that. Not required. Straighten this up a little bit there. And again, on a projector that cost me $16.25. That means no expensive projectors required. Unlike some of the demonstrations we've seen on YouTube already, where people are requiring $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 projectors, and they're stuck in the dark. We do not consider the gray screen an upgrade screen. We consider it to be a downgrade due to the fact that the gray screen is not a 2.0. It doesn't have ambient light projection technology, nor does it have proper color balance. That's why they require constant calibrating. And they require projectors with high inky contrast in order to try to mimic the contrast levels, even though they sit in the dark 90% of the time. Well, we can say 99% of the time, because I really see these things out in fluid environments. Now we have something called a splatter screen. This is where we take a gray screen, we splatter it, a white screen splatter, to show you the massive difference of what our product puts in and what the screens do not do. Yeah, it's a beautiful image. Check out some birds. So the screen paint we have here is the Apex Gamer, which is our new one we just developed. The ILEG stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain. That's the new gain for the technology. And it is the ultimate Apex Gamer that does more than just gaming. It does just about everything. As you can see the reflection bouncing off the table, that's how much light the screens give off. Oh, let me show you what's important. So I'll show you my projector settings, which is very important to show. Make sure we're not using maximum settings on our setup. So my brightness is at 5 under factory settings. This brightness, contrast is at 2, sharpness is at 4, color temperature is medium. Let's go and show you that it's in eco mode. We don't, how quiet my projector is. We don't burn our machines or projectors, and only eco mode only, not something that's needed. All right, and brightness control, this is eco mode on the Epson, is at low. That's what I don't understand when you have an ultra short though projector that sits right up on top of a screen at 3,000 lumens and yet can't see the screen. Anything wrong with the ultra short throw? No. What's wrong is the screen is not married to the ultra short throw. That's the problem. That's why you see a lot of those projectors sitting in super dark environments, because they have to darken the environment because the screen doesn't play well. Contrast doesn't read correctly, colors wash out. For a machine you spent $3,300 on or more. Now it's an easy one-code application, no complicated instructions. That's why we don't have instructions with the box or the packaging. Literally, your kids could paint this in, or your cats and dogs if they had posable thumbs. Very easy to do. Bright colors. OLED 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
28 years on the job.
Nah, I won't do that.
Get a free
There we
ride
go.
with your buddies. Just use code
I'll take this
FIRSTTuber
one.
free 2025.
Cascade Platinum Plus has the grease-fighting power of Dawn to remove tough, stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
background is 100% black. Produces amazing white levels. Pretty colors. Oh, that's 130. That's a whole freaking commercial. Whole freaking movie. There we go. It's better. As I said before, no calibrating ever. So that's one thing our customers like. They don't have to be forced into dark environments, forced to calibrate, forced to buy expensive projectors. Pretty much they're forced. If they don't, it doesn't work. This one, this is a really good one. Show that from site. Let's see. Colorful fruits. Okay, once we get what we want, we don't get anything. Let's just do it. I want some colors. There we go. There we go. My resolution on my projector is 600 by 800. That's it. But because the technology is black, it is contrast. So this is a great way to upgrade all your screens in your office buildings, just about any place you want. Get rid of the boring white screen, upgrade to our technology. As we showed you in multiple demonstrations on YouTube, that the gray screen is not the solution. It is the downgrade. You can't read 100% black. You have to have that. Now, the same demonstration I'm showing you here, I have people coming in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to look at the exact same thing you're looking at right now. And right now they're stuck in environments with projectors far more expensive than mine, darker environments, and they can't get the projector to read correctly. Screen's washed out completely. The water cascading off that apple. 4K snow screensaver cottage.
Getting that from YouTube.
Picks up an excellent white level. My projector's in eco mode. Under factory settings. projector is 2200 lumens. In eco mode, I think they're around 18. And yet, ultra short throws are at 3000 and up, and a foot away from a screen. Can't read. So the forum site must have had 13 people on ultra short throws to turn the lights on and show me a star field. No one wanted to do it. You know why? Can't read. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
So the discussion became, you have all that power in that machine and you can't read a star field? You're a foot away from a screen at 3000 lumens. How's that possible? Something's wrong there. My projector is way cheaper. Doesn't have anything close to your machine. I can read it. Nothing wrong with the projector. Screen's having the issue. Your P2, P1, P2, whatever you have in the day. Samsung, LG, whatever. It reads perfectly fine. Your screen's a problem. That's why you can't see it. So, the purpose, the reason why you spent the money, did the research to get that projector was to get the best picture you possibly could get, right? And the sad thing about it is, don't even come close to what that machine can do. Unless our technology involved. Like the epson, we got the powerlite S6, $16.25, can read a contrast level better than your P2 at a 2,000,000:1 contrast on the gray screen.
Southern New Hampshire University
Ooh,
hace
okay.
posible.
30 in there? Not doing 30. It's too much.
Waiting's overrated.
Nah, give me 5 at least.
What kills me? Working.
Nah, too long.
I just lost my dad.
30? No. 21? Nah. Keep on going. Switch up.
Swiffer Power Mop has hundreds of strips. Scrub away sticky.
21? I should have stuck it at 11.
Incoming dishes!
I'll take that.
Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease in half the time. The better grease getter.
Thanks to this waterfront hotel on Booking.com, even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no, we're keeping tab.
I've done this on a gray screen splatter effect where we paint a little bit of the product right in the middle of the gray screen and then we cover it up with another surface that blends into the gray screen. So all you see is gray until we remove that surface and you see what your projector can't see. Or your projector is missing. OLED demonstrations, 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ooh, is this new? This is 2 weeks ago. So we got going on here. What was that boring scenery? Better. Now, can't express this enough. That black background in the background where that lizard sitting, or iguana, whatever you want to call it, that is supposed to be black. Not gray, not washed out, not tannish look to it. It's literally supposed to be black. The iguana, the colors on it are supposed to be those bright, vivid colors. Problem that when I see screens today, I don't see a black background. I see a washed out ashy background and I see all the colors blending in to these pale, pasty, washed out colors. This is why they stick you in the dark. This is why they tell you to be forced to calibrate. That's what your screen's supposed to look like. Now, check this out. 720p projector, 600 by 800 res. Most people would never go near this projector at all. Why? It's 600 by 800. Probably think the image wouldn't come up that crystal clear, right? I usually like to do this, like to keep it at a distance when I do my demonstrations, but that's how sharp the image comes up on our technology. Like 600 by 800 res, which means I can go anywhere in the office, right to the corner, and still see it. We do these demonstrations, we walk around the environment, we should be able to pick up at any angle. See, the thing about black screens aren't supposed to be able to read and fully lit environments because they can't pick up white light. Our technology, on the other hand, can read white light. Anywhere we move. That's one of the things when I showed off the demonstration at the carrying place. The owner came in and laid flat against the wall because she believed that the screen wouldn't be able to pick up. It'd be dark. Now, for a motorized projection screen, manual screen, benefits of this technology, you expand your screen size. So this screen, because it was white, had a 2-inch border on each side, bottom, top, which is eliminated because the screen now is converted to all black, which gives us a couple extra inches onto the screen. The white level push through, AG47, the new heightener technology we developed. Allows the black screen to read much higher white levels. Again, these are OLED demonstrations, must stay 100% black. When I watch a demonstration, I'm never looking at the color, I'm looking at the background of the screen. That's what I'm reading. It has to read black. And you see the individual bubbles and beads on the bottle. You don't have to have 4K to do that. Individual scales on the fish, you don't need 4K to do that either. .600 by 800 would do that perfectly with no problem if the screen is designed right. Now, back here for a minute. The lizard. This is what I'm talking about by gray screens and white screens. You don't read dark colors. So the dark colors are extremely important due to the fact that you have to show multiple shades of green, multiple shades of purple, multiple shades of red. See the lizard right there? See how the leaf land next to it's a different color? Look at the different tones of color in the lizard's body. If you can't pick that up and you can't read darker colors, that means you can't pick up multiple shades. If you can't pick up multiple shades, This is the reason why you show an image like this, all your colors blend in. Looks like one flat color of green. You improve that once you turn your lights out. But the problem at the end of the day is, how would you have a 2.0 if you have to turn out the lights to get the image to improve? That means you don't have a 2.0. Game means you would be able to operate that in a fully lit environment without ever having to turn the lights out to enhance the color or contrast. I've been in several forum sites this week, and the first thing I heard was 2.0. You're not 2.0.
28 years on the job.
Yep, let's change that one.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato.
This is a very important demonstration. This demonstration, I see a lot of screens. One be black screens. I bumped to a couple of those on the forum site. Problem you have with yours, you have something called oversaturation of contrast. Your black levels are literally so high that you're overshadowing the white levels. Your balance is completely off. So you're showing an image like this to try to show your contrast so it's read, but all those white lights in the city, the reflection off the water, all that comes up super dark. You barely see it. Never see enough snow levels in those demonstrations, never do. A lot of contrast, but not snow levels. You have to read both. That's why you have to go through that testing. We drop it at 1,000, 16 feet, max out, well-lit environment where meters don't read. Your projector at 1,000 lumens is going to travel through an area where meters can't pick up, which means there's going to be really nothing left when it hits the screen. That screen's going to have to generate that white level to be able to come up a little bit better than that white surface, but also too, much higher than the black paint laying against it, whatever matches your screen. And we don't see those tests. So if we don't see the test, we already know it doesn't work. Gray screens can't read that, or white screen either. Another one they can't read it.
There's nothing like traveling in style with the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like Platinum.
Now for churches, at the end of the day, gray screen's the last thing you want to paint your screen with. Why? Because the text that comes up in the Bible is black. It's not gray, it's black. So if you're trying to read a 100% black level, when that text picks up for scripture, it has to be black. How are you going to read a sharp, vivid image of black if it doesn't read black? Which means the projector is going to cost you more money because you have to buy a high-res projector and up that sharpness to try to get that image to come up much more sharper, but you're still going to have issues with it. So if the letters in the Bible are black, how are you reading this on a gray screen?
This video presentation is mastered.
You can read white letters too.
Peak brightness, harnessing the power of Dolby Vision's dynamic metadata to deliver true-to-life contrast and spectacular detail from the darkest shadows to the most dazzling highlights.
This is why we require zero calibration. No color washout, no washout worries, none of that. Look how amazing that looks. $16.25 projector. Means all the money you saved up for an amazing projector, and $20 laying around your wallet, you could have bought that. It's a lot of money saved. Perfect example why black is 100% a must requirement for any home theater setup. How would you read that on a gray screen right now? In this environment, what would it cost me to get that to read? Well, number one, we can't use that projector, and the lighting here is not going to work. With the darkening environment, spend money for a more expensive projector, probably have to calibrate the machine. Not worth it. White screen, same scenario too. Do that. This is going to be one of the greatest screen paints we ever engineered. Next to the new stuff we have coming out, we got our ultra black, we got a super ultra black screen coming out. We can't talk about that right now. It's in the testing stage. The game right now is the most superior screen paint we have right now. And when these people come in all this week to see this, this is what they're going to see. They're going to come out of an environment with a white screen that's washed out with a projector they spent a ton of money for, and they're going to see that technology staring them in the face.
Welcome to the Dolby Vision, 60 frames per second calibration and demo experience, where every frame is crafted to push the boundaries of your display's potential. This video presentation is mastered from 2000 to 10,000 nits peak brightness, harnessing the power of Dolby Vision's.
I like how they're talking about a TV here, and we have it on a black screen.
In spectacular detail, from the darkest shadows to the most dazzling highlights.
Tide's boosted for makeup stains. It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher.
We're going to be so late for the wedding, and how are you so freshified right now?
I don't
I
sweat
don't
it.
mind the commercials. And technology is gorgeous.
gives me 3 times protectification, so I always stay fresher under pressure.
Oh my Oz, that scent. Is it magic?
Well, with my job, I travel so much, and to be able to have these guys with me, it's having a family member with me on the road.
And how you switch to the next. All right, it's pretty cool.
We put it through the
You don't
worst.
have to watch the whole 30. Interesting. Glad I went through that. Now, for those of you who are gamers at the end of the day, as you can see, yeah, your gaming applications are going to look absolutely incredible on this. Absolutely incredible. Movies, incredible. That's what we have right here. Let's just do some short videos real quick. Bring it for time. Okay. We always have the projectors out. When they come in and see the projectors, see how old these machines are, they're like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, they're using these machines? Why do they use these machines? Because you don't need to have an expensive projector, that's why. Yep. No expensive projector required. You know. And their projectors come, like I said, way beyond ours. Because they had to spend a lot of money. Anytime we walk into an environment with a widescreen, we know they spent a lot of money for those projectors in there. We know. Trying to get that screen to work. Background read 20% black. That's what I'm looking at. Look at that black background. Okay, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Product is available on our website. I have to have some people come over and look at this, which I can't wait. I'm already set up and ready to go, so they can see the same thing I see every single day. And when I have time, I will be taking a bigger screen than this. I actually ordered a 65-inch of this screen, which we're going to coat, and we're going to take that to other places and show it off. So I can't wait for that too also. All right, hope you enjoyed. I gotta go. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would ever be possible. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Oops, hit that button again.